There were times, small moments, even I had about given up. I thought of Alan. From the very beginning, he told me he would not make it through this war. I tried to tell him not to think like that. He didn't listen, though. He was so sure of his fate. I have no idea why. Then, sure enough, it happened. He was shot on the battlefield. I saw him go down, and without a second thought, I ran over to him. Bullets were flying everywhere, but I wasn't thinking at that moment. I plopped down on my knees and put my arm under his head and lifted him. I was going to carry him somewhere safe and get help. But I knew it wasn't any use. So I just stayed there and held him. He looked up at me and one last time in a low whisper said, "Promise, you'll go see her." I tried to say something, but couldn't get the words to come out. So I just nodded my head yes. It was enough, I guess, for him to feel peaceful about letting go. He died right in my arms. Why the blues, you ask? You don't? Well, I'll tell you anyway. I spent Christmas alone. Polish Phil and his lovely cousin Louise Prima had invited me over for dinner, but they both came down with the flu and had to cancel. I didn't have a date for New Year's Eve, although Sadie Plotz suggested I could join her and her latest squeeze, the Rabbi Gershom Gomorrah, over at her apartment for some dancing. I asked her what kind of music she'd have. "Who needs music?" she replied. One time, way back years ago, there was a boy named Jack. Now, he and his folks lived up in the mountains somewhere, and they were awful poor. Didn't have a thing. Well, Jack decided to pull out from there and try his luck in another section of the country. So, his mother made him up a nice little snack of dinner. He put on his old raggedy coat and lit out. He went on. On the rough, wet grass of the backyard, my father and mother have spread quilts. We all lie there. They are not talking much, and their talk is quiet, of nothing in particular, of nothing at all in particular, of nothing at all.